Up traders! I am here in Vietnam. Just moved into my new apartment. It is a bit messy. I apologize for the messiness. I'm washing my clothes for the first time in 6 months. That's right. I've been traveling digital nomad on the road, trading lifestyle for 6 months. I left January 16th. I departed from the United States of America over to Southeast Asia. And for 6 months, I have been traveling Southeast Asia. I went to six countries and in 6 months. The Philippines, Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, Malaysia, and Indonesia in 6 months. By far, Vietnam is my favorite, so that's why I picked this place to kind of settle in a bit. So I did get an apartment, and I can show you guys my trading setup. And yeah, I mean, this is my nice little trading setup. Have a nice router there with some good internet. The internet in Vietnam is very good, very good. It's the best internet out of all of Southeast Asian countries, in my experience. In hotels or hostels, it's usually really good. A close second is going to be Bangkok, Thailand, and Pattaya. Very good internet there as well, but Vietnam I think is number one. But yeah, this apartment, this is where I'm at for the next 3 months. I'm going to be more active on YouTube, but I can give you guys a little bit of an apartment tour. So here is the main door. Walk in, nice little kitchen here, and new appliances. Fridge, washer machine. Just washed my clothes for the first time in 6 months. My clothes are so smelly. What I do is usually just when I take a shower when I'm traveling, I just go in the shower with all my clothes on and just kind of wash my clothes as I'm taking a shower, because I just hate doing laundry on the road. The laundry on the road wastes so much time. It's like you pretty much have to spend a whole day just doing laundry just because of how inconvenient it is. So, and I don't bring a lot of clothes, it's not like I'm bringing like 3 suitcases worth of clothes. So I'd have to do laundry like every 5 to 7 days if I didn't wash my clothes in the shower. So what I do is just like when I'm on the road, I just wash it in the shower. But yeah, nice little kitchen here. It is a 1 bedroom, so it's small, and I don't need anything fancy, just as long as it's clean. And yeah, bathroom is nice and clean. Not dirty at all. I've definitely showered and shit in some dirtier bathrooms in my time on the road. Man, I've stayed at some really rough places, man. Some hotels where there's like rats on the ceiling. You can hear them crawling on the ceiling. There's bugs. The sheets and the pillows smell like cigarettes and just dirty. There's like blood stains and cum stains and all this stains on the sheets. So I've stayed in some rough places, so this is considered really clean for me. And it comes with everything. This place comes with everything, all the appliances. I didn't really buy anything. Everything just came with it, which is great. And that's what you're going to find in Southeast Asia. If you do decide to relocate to Southeast Asia and trade, a lot of the apartments and Airbnbs are fully furnished with all the knickknacks, so you don't really need to buy too much. And I went to the grocery store yesterday, and the grocery bill, I got a lot of stuff for like $13. $13 got me like food, like some like eggs, bread, dishwasher detergent, a huge bottle of water. What else did I get? Coffee. I got some noodles. I got a whole bunch of stuff for like $13. Very affordable here. And here is the bedroom, the master bedroom. And yeah, I mean, it fits my needs. Nice, basic. All I need is clean, basic, and a good Wi-Fi. That's really all I need. I could go much fancier than this. This is only $300 a month. This is $300 a month. So really, really good deal. Yeah, if I wanted something fancier, like I could get like a more like one of these apartment buildings, which is like kind of like a high rise. I could get one of these things for like maybe $500 a month. $500 a month, and you get like a pool and a gym and stuff. So that's always an option. But I wanted to keep it pretty basic. I didn't want to go anything fancy. I definitely could if I wanted to, but I don't know. I like keeping things as minimal as possible. Like, I'm not even going to use the pool most of the time. Like, yeah, the pool will be nice for a few times, but I'm sure after the first few days, I'm probably not going to use the pool. And the gym, I prefer not to use apartment or hotel gyms just because they don't have all the equipment. So I'm probably not going to use the gym anyways, and I'll probably just get my own separate membership, which is about, the gyms here are pretty much the same price as the US. It's about $20 a month, the gyms here. So, pretty much like Planet Fitness type of prices, which is affordable, but it's not like coming to like Southeast Asia and you're going to see like a 50% discount in all of your gym memberships. Gyms here in Southeast Asia are actually a luxury. People who go to the gyms are people who have the extra time and the energy to work out. Most people here who live here, like the locals, they're always working. They don't have time to go to the gym. And a lot of the work is very like physically intensive. So their bodies are going to be so tired. So that's why it's sort of a luxury here in Southeast Asia in the gyms, because a lot of the jobs are very physical here. And whereas in the US, a lot of jobs are more sitting in a chair all day and gaining weight. So that's why gyms in the US are a little bit more popular and less of a luxury thing, but more of a necessity. US, the gyms are more of a necessity the way I see it. But yeah, this is my apartment. This is where I'm going to be for the next few months. And I'm going to be a lot more active, trading more, pre-market, and then probably going to be staying more towards middle of the day. It is an 11-hour difference, so I'm not going to probably stay up later than midnight to trade unless it's really, really active, just because I don't want to lose my sleep. And so midnight would be about 1 p.m. Right? 1 p.m. Eastern time. So yeah, that's a good time to kind of wrap it up. Anything later than that, I'm going to be sacrificing a lot of sleep. But yeah, I mean, that's my story with the past 6 months. And I was not expecting Vietnam to be my place where I'd settle down, but I really enjoyed this city. I think it has all the amenities that I want for a good, affordable price. One thing about Indonesia had the worst Wi-Fi out of any country I was. I don't know what it is with these. Maybe it's different in Bali. I didn't go to Bali. Everyone says Bali is like really good internet, but I can't believe it. I wouldn't be able to believe that because I was in Jakarta and I couldn't find any good internet. Anything like the internet there was less than 50 megabits per second. I was lagging. I was freezing on the platform. I can barely trade. So, yeah, it's not good there for me. I'm probably not going to go back to Indonesia if I'm going to plan on trading because it's just not worth it. So I'm going to have to just take off because it's not really worth trading in those conditions. But I don't know. People say Bali is good internet, but honestly, I don't believe them. I mean, people say like good internet is like when normal people say, oh, it's good internet, they mean like they can load an email with 20 megabits per second. For us, good internet for traders means like it's got to be at least minimum 200 megabits per second, or else it's bad Wi-Fi or bad internet. Like I'm looking for, like I prefer to trade like 300 to 500 megabits per second minimum, higher the better. And I've only been able to find that in Thailand and Vietnam for the most part. So for $300 a month, I think this is a pretty good steal. I've been finding a lot of apartments like between 300 and 500 is kind of like a good price for an apartment you would get in the US for 1,500. Like this here, I paid for an apartment like this in the US before, and it was like in Miami, it was $1,500. And now they're probably charging close to $2,000 because of inflation. So this was before the whole inflation issue. So this is a pretty good deal, and yeah, you'll probably find a lot of apartments between $300 and $500 in Vietnam for kind of like your basic clean apartments. If you want fancy, you're probably going to want to spend over 500 US, which is still a really good deal if you compare it to the West. All right, so that's my update here for Triad trading, and I'm going to be a lot more active on YouTube because I should have a lot more time to dedicate towards the YouTube channel now that I'm a little bit more stable in one spot for a while. I should have a lot more time because, man, believe it or not, when you're traveling and trading, a lot of your time is going to be spent just planning your travels because like you always have to think ahead, like getting your visa, applying for a visa, booking flights, booking buses, booking trains, booking this, booking that, booking hotels, trying to think about like like transferring money, like thinking about like all this kind of stuff, currency conversions, like all this stuff like takes up so much bandwidth in your brain, and it takes a lot of time just researching everything. So that was like a full-time job. It felt like I was working 3 full-time jobs for 6 months. It was really tough. It was actually really tough. The traveling itself was full-time, like just planning everything. It probably took me 40 hours a week just to plan everything, with booking all stuff and like planning and like making sure I have my right itinerary, planning how many days in each city, because then I have to make it back before my visa ends to fly to another country. Like planning all that stuff, man, that's like 40 hours a week. And then I had trading. I'm trading like 4 hours a day, 3 to 4 hours a day, plus doing coaching calls. So that's at least 20, what is that, like 20 to 30 hours a week doing that. And then I have my YouTube channel, my travel YouTube channel, which you guys can check out in the link in the description to my travel channel. And that was, again, probably another 40 hours a week, like planning, filming, editing, and posting. And I didn't have any time to do shorts, so like I wasn't even doing shorts. And doing shorts, that's another 20 hours a week doing like just making shorts from your long form content. So that, again, like it was so much. It was so much. And then like on top of that, like you're running on no sleep. You're sleeping in a new location every day, like almost every couple days in a new location. And a lot of the times you're not getting good sleep. You're showering with your clothes on. You're trying to wash your clothes in the shower. Like there was many times where I was washing my body with my underwear that I was using that same day because they didn't give any towels. Like some places just don't give you a towel, so you have to. So I was using my underwear to wash my body, and then using my small little dish towel that I bought, because I don't want to buy a full-size towel because that's going to take up way too much room. So I bought like a little dish towel, and I would use that to dry my body. So, and then obviously like washing my clothes in the sink or in the shower. Man, it's just a lot. It's just a lot. I was really burnt out after about month 5. I was so burnt out. Like I couldn't. Yeah, it was rough. It was rough. It's so fun, very fun. Like I definitely do not regret it. But yeah, right around, if you do travel, like you're gonna find like after around like 4 or 5, you're gonna be craving just a stable place, a place where you can kind of call home for a while. So that's this place for me. I'm gonna call this home for a few months, 3 months to be exact. But that's my update for the YouTube channel. More videos coming soon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.